There we go. I screwed the pooch. And I was talking to nobody for the whole morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the show. All right, let's see what we have going on here today. As you run in here at 9:03 a.m., let's get this mother going, as they say. So, first thing I want to talk about is the jobs report. I guess I don't really want to talk about the jobs report, but I'm going to talk about the jobs report, I guess. It doesn't matter. Look what we're going to look at here. They're going to come out here and say that 3.6% unemployment rate. The lowest since December of 1969. Guys, the lowest since 1969, that's because nobody's looking for a job anymore. I mean, how... I just don't understand how somebody can... I'm at a loss of words right now. I don't understand how somebody can look at this, look at everything that's happening in the economy. Everything is a disaster in this economy, from spending to giving out money to jobs to supply chain issues to employment issues to every issue you can think of. Name one thing that's going good in the economy, and you are going to have the audacity to say the unemployment rate, the number is the number, 3.6%, just above the lowest level since 1969. And there's going to be no further comment on that number on this little piece of this little highlight that I just made here. Let me blow this up a little bit. Can you say blow this up on YouTube? How are you not going to say anything else? Like, I'm actually kind of at a loss of words. I don't know how to... I surrounded by idiots here. That's what's going on. All right, so let's see. I don't have anything else to say. I'm really don't have anything else to say. No, but everywhere you go, people are trying to hire. Where did I go last night? Oh, Paul and I went to Longhorn last night because it's a kind of halfway point on his way home and my way home. So we showed up. I kid you not. There were 6 tables in the restaurant. 6 tables. We walked into the restaurant and we go up to the lady and we say 2, and we go up there. And you know what happened? 20-minute wait. 20-minute wait. There were 6 tables in the restaurant. The entire dining room was open. Everyone was sitting at the bar. 20-minute wait. Why? Staffing issues. How can you say that there's 3.6 unemployment? I'm fine saying 3.6, but why don't you continue to say that? Why don't you say what the underemployment number is? Why don't you say the reason for the 3.6 is because of X? Why don't you say that? I just don't get it. I just don't get... Well, I do get it. It's because it's fake news. This is the mainstream media, lamestream media that just keeps pushing this nonsense. All right. Elon Musketeers. The market's down this morning, I guess. The big news, people aren't even talking about the jobs numbers. They're talking about Elon saying that he's going to cut 10% of Tesla's jobs. So the other day, of course, was it yesterday or the day before, he said that they are going to, if you don't show up to work, there's no more work from home at Tesla. If you don't show up to work, we're going to assume that you resigned. Simple as that. He said, if you work in HR at the Fremont factory, but you're living in another state, you better come to work or you're gone. So Elon Musk feels super bad about the economy, needs to cut 10% of jobs. So here we go. Tesla CEO, he didn't say he feels super bad about the economy. That is stupid too. He says, I have a super bad feeling about the economy and need to cut jobs 10%. That's what he said. He doesn't feel super bad about the economy. Why would he feel super bad about the economy? The economy is what it is. Wait till you get to further what he said. Look at this title. Did I read this wrong? Elon, executive Musk, feels super bad about economy. No, that's not the same thing. That means he says, the economy. The message sent on Thursday titled, Pause all hiring worldwide, came 2 days after the billionaire said everybody needs to return to work. Almost 100,000 people were employed at Tesla and its subsidiaries at the end of 2021. Tesla has started to struggle to restart production in Shanghai factory because of COVID-0 policies, not COVID-19 lockdowns, COVID-0 policies. Let's see here. Musk's bad feeling is shared by many people. We are not talking about global recession. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Elon said something else. China accounted for a little over 1/3 of global deliveries in 2021, according to a disclosure. Imagine what that number is going to be this year, guys. Imagine what that number is going to be this year. Trying to be Dan Ives from Yahoo, Wedbush and Yahoo Finance and CNBC. Trying to be ahead of slower deliveries ramp up this year. Where Elon said something here. Where was it? Oh, here we go. He said, if you don't show up to work, we will assume that you resigned. He also said in a Miami beach meeting in May, I think we are probably in a recession and that recession will get worse. I think that he said yes about the recession. This is actually a good thing. It has been raining money on fools for too long. Some bankruptcies need to happen. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Speaking of bankruptcies, it's not really a bankruptcy, but this, guys, I know that people are like, you shouldn't say that you wish ill will on these people, but think about this. That Melvin Capital, they closed their fund last week or the week before. Now Tiger Global Hedge Fund down 52% for the year. I don't feel bad about this stuff because these are the same people that are out there saying, oh, you are not good at your job because you don't manage $75 billion. Oh, okay, cool. You are stupid because you are missing out on things. Oh, okay, cool. You don't get this. You are the idiot in the room. That's what they said for the past however long. And now they're losing money, and I'm supposed to say, aw. No, not aw. These guys, Tiger, listen to this. Tiger Global Management is having a brutal year. Losses at the firm's high-profile hedge fund ballooning 52% through May. The firm's long-only fund has lost 20.6% in May, bringing losses for the year to 61.7%. The losses prompted Tiger to cut its management fee by 0.5%, which they charge 1 and 20. They typically charge 1.5 and 20, so 1.5 management fee, 20% on profits. $75 billion. I highlighted that because I don't manage $75 billion, but I'm the idiot in the room. The sell-off has contributed to the demise of one prominent hedge fund, Melvin Capital. They closed up shop last week. The firm has modified high watermarks. So this is a nice thing that they're doing. For those of you that don't know what watermarks are, in the hedge fund world, there's a thing called watermarks. And what that is let's say one year you lose 10%. Then the next year you make 10%. Well, you are not making money on that 10% that you have to recover and make yourself whole before you go out and start taking profits off the top. So if you're charging the industry standard of 2 and 20, 2% management fee, 20% on profits, if you lose one year, there's what's called a watermark in place, and you need to recoup the money, and then you can make profits on top of that. So the firm has modified its high watermark in place for its hedge fund, allowing it to collect an incentive fee of 10% on investment gains instead of 20%, even if clients haven't been made whole on the broader losses because they need to pay people. To make clients who were invested at the start of 22 whole, Tiger would need to make more than 100%. Tiger collects its full 20% incentive fee if the hedge fund, the client has been made more than whole. So let's look at some of their positions that they have. JD.com, Microsoft. Look at that. Microsoft is down 14% for them. CrowdStrike. And guys, pay attention to these. It's incredible to look at these numbers because it's kind of all or nothing. I mean, you have some of these normal ones. Oh, why does Moss keep doing this here today? All right, you have some of these normal ones. DoorDash down 30%. Facebook, I actually agree with holding Facebook. There's some of these that I actually like in their portfolio. JD.com. As far as China, I don't know. Microsoft. What else do we have? Li Auto up 167%. Amazon's down 58%. Jesus. DocuSign getting smoked, down 58%. DDog down this. Oh, Monday.com up almost 1,000%. Toast is actually a good company. I don't know about the company. They have a good product. Pinduoduo getting, I almost said a bad word. Yeah, look at these numbers. I mean, their wins are absolute crushes. Their losses, though, oh my God. Coinbase down 71%. Zoom, disruptive, down a mere 83%. What else do they have? Holy crap, look at these losses. Jeez, oh man. Well, hopefully you didn't invest in them because you burnt. All right, let's see. Where else should we go? I don't even know where to go from here. Microsoft is warning that the strong dollar is affecting them. All right, let's see what we have. The strong dollar is making business more expensive, of course, due to an unforgivable foreign exchange rate movement in the fourth quarter. They are cutting forward guidance on revenue and earnings. Yesterday, I thought with this yesterday and with quantitative tightening beginning on June 1st, I really thought that we were going to have a down market. Boy, was I wrong. Price target is about an average of $356. This guy from Oppenheimer has it at $340. I don't really have anything else to say about this, but that's that. Tiger Global, get out of here. Tiger Global. Housing market, housing downturn. Our girl Inez, she's right. She's right that this is going to send reverberations through the market. And it's a domino effect. There's no genius to this. It's just a domino effect. Housing market is starting to show signs of slowdown. I am looking at houses in Florida. Things are getting cheaper. I love it. Me gusta. Little Spanish lingo for you there, especially if you're in South Florida. The housing market is very much a leading indicator of the economy because it has domino effects, like through durable goods, such as appliances. He predicts, who predicts? Eric Basmayan. He predicts durable goods, such as large appliances that could go in a home, could cool off as fewer homes are sold. That's an intelligent statement. Bloomberg, for the third week of May, showed a sector with the biggest decline was in home improvement and home furnishings, down 25% year over year. Housing only goes up. If we see several more months of declines in housing data, including building permits and housing starts, that would be a very clear sign that the housing market is undergoing a slowdown. I'd very much like to... he wants to look at construction employment. That's what he wants to do. Inflation, Lululemon. Excuse me, Lululemon. Lululemon. So, I hate to break it to you, but your prices are going up 10% across the board. As we look into 2023 in terms of pricing, we are taking modest price increases of 10%. So, those of you that, well, including myself, actually, I wear a lot of Lululemon. Am I wearing any right now? No. I wear a lot of Lululemon. I've never bought anything Lululemon at full price, and I pride myself on that. The price hike comes from Lululemon sees surging costs of raw materials such as petroleum. 75% of Lululemon's products are petroleum-based. Lululemon says it hasn't seen any resistance to price increases taken so far, so they're just going to keep raising prices on you. Hey, everybody buys that stuff. It's incredible. Well, it's nice clothing. But I'm going to say Peter Millar is better. Payrolls, yeah, we don't care about that. Car sales are at recessionary levels. I don't really have anything else to say about that. New York just passed a bill cracking down on Bitcoin, so I'm really disappointed in myself. I'm actually very disappointed in myself. I don't wear yoga pants. They have golf pants and great pullovers. I shouldn't say great pullovers, but good pullovers. I'm actually quite disappointed in myself this morning, guys. I'm just... So, I wish that I would have thought outside the box and thought like a forward-thinking person and predicted that global warming and climate change would be the cusp and the change in Bitcoin. I'm so pissed at this myself. Lawmakers in New York passed a bill to ban certain Bitcoin mining operations that are carbon-based power sources. The Hochul bill, it would make New York the first state in the country to ban blockchain technology infrastructure because it uses too much energy. Industry insiders told NBC that this will have a domino effect across the United States, which is currently accounting for 38% of the world's miners. You will need to have proof of work authentication from New York, and you need to prove that you are using 100% renewable energy to mine your fake money. So that's pretty awesome. All right, that's the end of that. Let's see what markets are doing. I would love to see this thing down a ton today, and of course we're already rebounding because why not? The 10-year yield is up, and so is the 3 months, so that doesn't matter. Okay, By the way, guys, all right, so let's talk about this. Seminar tomorrow. Come into the Bid and Ask Nation. If you're not in the Bid and Ask, come into the Bid and Ask, guys. You'll get the seminar that I'm doing at 9 o'clock. So it's going to be chart setup, which I'll run through real quick. It's really quite simple. And then I'm going to hit options, and I'm going to go through my option strategy and how I generate income, and I'm going to teach it to you. The deal is, if you're not in the Bid and Ask right now, and you might be for upgrades only. If you're a minion or you're paying just for the software, you upgrade to the Bid and Ask, and by 12 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow, you don't enjoy it, you don't get anything out of the seminar, and don't just be a troll about it. You can email help@everythingmoney.com and come back down. What is the Bid and Ask Nation? The Bid and Ask Nation is my tier in the Everything Money community. So you come over here, everythingmoney.com, click Join EM, and you'll jump into Trader Mo's Bid and Ask Nation. So what you get is to chat with me 24/7, 365. You get an app, you get a computer, software, you get all the software, of course. You get all the people that are in the Bid and Ask Nation. You get the Trading 101 series, which is all the rules. You get my monthly seminars, which one I'm doing tomorrow. You get the Employed Trader series, 6 stocks that I go through every single day and update you on. You get day trading and swing trading 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday with me and Paul. We trade live from about 10:10 to 11:10, somewhere in that range. Come on and jump in, Bid and Ask Nation. Try it for a month. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But I will say, be prepared to pay $79 a month. Between options, learning how to troll people from me, trading, doing everything that you're going to learn in the Bid and Ask Nation, all types of trading, not just day trading, you will want to stay. And I mean, we have so many people that are making their entire annual fee of the Bid and Ask Nation in 1 or 2 trades or one or 2 weeks, whatever. So, all right, let's see some comments. Oh, there's one more thing. Question for you. I wish I knew how to do a poll. I don't know how to do a poll on here. Smash the like button, by the way, or the dislike if you don't like me. I don't really care. If you're a person that doesn't like me and you want to come every morning, that's fine too. But I like you guys, so maybe you should like me back. Anyways, whatever. All right, let's go. Mo is still okay. Let's see. Don't discount the number of retirements from the boomers. Yeah, you're right about that, Mo. Do you think Alibaba will go to the 70s again? Absolutely. What else? Who the F wants to work at a restaurant? I do agree with that. The Austin market is hard for employees. Yeah, that's true. I don't understand how. They have so many startups, but the startups don't make any money, so that would make sense. The bear market is over. Time to load up. Get your oven mitts ready, baby. Delray or South Beach? Not Delray or South Beach. Lululemon is too expensive. I don't necessarily agree with that. Well, maybe now it is. When is this snapback going to end? I don't know. I don't know when it's going to end. What else do we have? Apple death cross yesterday. Yeah, I don't care. I think that when they talk about death, I actually was going to talk about the story, but when they talk about death crosses on TV, it's nothing but a talking point because they need to fill up 24/7, 365 of air. It's stupid. The death cross. What? Come on, grow up. It's a talking point. It's when the 50-day moving average crosses under the 200-day moving average, and everybody freaks out. That's what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's go look at the history of death crosses. They're not that big of a deal. All right. Where are we going from here? Give me some stocks and I'll hit them. Austin equals the new San Francisco, LA. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. All right, let's look at some stocks. Death crosses are transitory. That is something that actually is transitory. Good boy. Who said that? Jeff. Jeff gets a good boy this morning. All right, Amazon. Amazon's ripping, so Amazon's going to split on Monday. That would be lunes. If you need that converted into Spanish. So I would venture to think that this trend will explode up here. Now, I have no idea. This is a complete guess, but I do think that sometime next week, if this gets the activity that everybody is expecting, look, you're going to be able to go in there on Monday and pay $120 a share for Amazon. Those of you that get it know that nothing changes. The only thing that changes is you might be able to afford a share of Amazon right now if you have, let's say you have $1,000. Well, now you can buy a couple shares of Amazon if you really wanted to. I do think that a lot of ETFs are going to add this to their portfolio. I do think that a lot of financial managers are going to add this to their portfolio. And Jim Cramer said to buy it, so you got the kiss of death. So I don't know what else to tell you about this. All right, United Healthcare. United Healthcare had a big swing yesterday. And here's the deal. You're struggling. Look, you pushed over the 100-day moving average and the 25, and you tried to go through the 50, and you're coming right back down. This morning, you're going to open below the 100 and the 25-day moving average. Good downtrend coming here. Good selling volume starting to come in. You already had a good week downtrend. I bet you this thing runs below the 200-day moving average at some point, especially if the market goes turnt on you. Discovery. DFS. Discover. Hey Mo, sorry I've hit the dislike mistakenly. I hope it canceled when I hit the like. Timber, that's funny. I accept your apology. All right, let's see here. Maybe it was a Freudian slip. Just kidding. All right, so Discover Financial. Yeah, this thing is actually quite interesting from a value perspective. It is getting interesting. I can't say what I did because the lawyers are going to come, FBI is going to come banging on my door if I go on with that statement. So, well, not the FBI, probably the SEC. Chuck Rhodes will be at my door. All right, so Discover, it's hard right now. And it's hard to get through. You got two moving averages below you, got two moving averages right above you. So you're kind of just bouncing between this 150. Oh my God, the death cross is about to happen. I'm just kidding. So you got to pay attention to those. But it's just going to be hard for you to get resistance, or it's going to be hard for you to get momentum one way or the other. All right, let's see. KHC. What do we got with KHC? So KHC really pushed down yesterday, and today it's going to open basically where it closed last night. But here's the good news. It stayed well below the 200-day moving average. So good downtrend. Everything's looking really good for you. You just need an engulfing down. Get an engulfing down. Take out the wick yesterday. And you will be, as the young kids say, Gucci. BBY. This stock got the kiss of death. So let's see what BBY is doing. Big time declining volume. So I have to venture to say that this run to the top is over. Yeah, it's a dog though. It's definitely a dog stock. Just coasting on the bottom. Nothing but a dog stock. If you want to try to swing trade this, feel free. But that is it. He's going to Naples. Listen, I love Naples, but that is one expensive place to live. My home here in the north is good sized home, paid a certain price for it. I went down to Naples to look at a house. It was the biggest shack that needed to be redone ever, and it was like 2,000 square feet. Pool needed to be, everything needed to be redone. It was as expensive as my home up here. I just don't understand the Naples prices. And it's not like it was on the water. It was in the neighborhood. It was like built in the 80s. So, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Naples, Italy. All right, let's see. What were we doing next? BMY. So Bristol Myers always struggling to break up through 80. Bristol Myers down to $74. Here's what you got. You have had pressure trying to come down to about $74 the last three sessions. So today it's going to actually open down here. If you get this today, if you get engulfing that breaks below these wicks, let me figure out an exact price for you. It's this one. So if you get a price that goes below 73.35 with an engulfing candlestick, you very well could start your trend to get down in here. Now, of course, we need 3 days in the sweet spot going down, but this thing could start trailing towards the bottom. This has been a very, very, very hot stock for value investors as of late. So it looks like people are starting to not pay attention to it anymore. We'll see what goes from there. Let's do Walmart and Target. Walmart and Target, a little French lingo for you there because I am trilingual. Okay. Walmart, so earnings obviously smoked them. This is where, did we put out a video on Breakaway Patterns yet? I don't think it got released yet because I just recorded it. So we didn't get, so guys, maybe this weekend, maybe next week, I don't know what day it's going to come out. I did a video on what are called Breakaway Patterns. And it's going to come out on the trading channel. If you haven't subscribed to the trading channel, Everything Money, YouTube, trading channel, go and find it on the YouTube. But this is what can happen. Your stock price falls, gaps down again. All of a sudden, everybody that made a lot of money, not everybody that made a lot of money, everybody that had a position up here, they are saying they went from $150 to basically $115 in one day. I'm going to use whole numbers. Big fall. And they say, well, damn. Everything in retail is getting smoked. I'm worried about a recession. Everything, if I could just get half my money back, I'll be good. Well, you're starting to get that climb, aren't you? You're starting to get that climb. If they get this climb to probably this 135 to 137.50 area, you could see another big gap down that could come down here or go even lower. And that is a breakaway pattern. You think that you're just filling the gaps. You think everything's going all hunky-dory for you, and then boom, it breaks down, it gaps down big time, or bigly, as they say. So be careful with this one. Jimmy Chill thinks people are too worried about a recession and need to relax. So we are basically screwed. Recession is here. The old 50%er. Walmart's not a 50%er. All right, Roku. Speaking of disruption. All right. The king and queen of streaming services, from $500 a share in July last year to $92 today. Don't worry, it's just getting its rocket fuel ready to go to the moon. Don't have any worry about this one. So big time dog stock, just coasting on the bottom. It is so weak right now, and the volume is so poor that it cannot even get through the 25-day moving average. Oof, can't even get through the 25. Guys, unless you get some serious momentum in the market, don't even this thing needs market momentum to push it up through the sweet spot. You ain't going to get there without any market momentum. You might get a couple days of buying volume. Do not get faked out by this. Market's now open. I'll stick around for a few more minutes because I screwed the pooch earlier. Okay, so if you want to do any swing trading, of course. Day trading, of course. But long term, be careful there. Hans, you make a wonderful point in your last comment. ACB. I do love ACB. I love ACB. All right. Well, this is sick. So this went from a high of $150 in October of 2018 when marijuana was all the rave. Marijuana was just the best thing ever. I remember sitting at the barbershop and the guy next to me, he said, "What do you do for a living?" And I told him, and he goes, "Oh, I have an interesting investment for you. I am getting one of the 4 licenses in Ohio." I'm like, "How many applicants are there?" He's like, "Well, there's thousands, but I'm getting one of the 4. I'm like, "Why are you getting one of the 4? Because I'm in the best position to get one of the 4. Oh, cool. Turns out he didn't get one of the 4, and he wanted a very small investment of $150,000. So in my infinite wisdom, I did not give it to him, and here we are today. So that's good. And no one can afford to smoke weed anymore. So double trouble. All right, let's see what we have. Every time Mo rings a disruption bell, an ARK investor gets their wings. All right, HRB. HRB is holding tight, baby. HRB. Oh my God, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I literally don't get HRB. When the time comes, we'll jump on it. But let's see. All right, Nasdaq's down bigly. S&P's down over 1%. Let's keep it going. I really would love to see the market halt today. That would be so sick. All right. Don't forget, guys, book club at what time? Book club at 10 o'clock. Yeah, so 10 o'clock with Pablito. Let's see, Costco. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with Costco. It's just kind of all over the place with volume, and it's getting up to this peak with this type of volume today. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen today. Hopefully we get some kind of big move down. on the old Costco. What else do we have? A plant can grow in your backyard that seems like a terrible moat. That's actually a very good point. How does HRB only go up? I have no idea. T, we did yesterday. There's nothing that changed there. American Airlines, good call. Let's do American Airlines. What's going on here? AAL? Oh, what happened here? Come on. AAL, okay. All right. American Airlines. So downtrend, if you want to do anything, it's like you got to get under probably 15.15. That's probably your price to go long-term short. But over here, have fun. This looks like a really nice swing trade that's developing. If you get an engulfing candlestick today, I think if I get an engulfing candlestick today, who said that? Who said AAL? Tim, can you tag me in the bid and ask and just say engulfing candlestick down American Airlines today swing chart or something like that? Monster Long. So Monster Long was not really doing much. It is on my watch list. Oh, by the way, if you join the Bid and Ask Nation, you get the watch list. So let's see here. Monster Long. Yep. If Monster breaks over yesterday's high of 90.39 with an engulfing candlestick, you'll get something there. When Mo scans the comments, I can't read this one. Oh, that's right. When Mo scans the comments, he sees mine and says to himself, can I read this on YouTube? That is exactly right, because your comments are usually an 8 to 9 to 10 out of 10. But unfortunately, I can only read so many of them, or I will be #canceled. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Join the Bid and Ask Nation if you want the seminar. I'm telling you, you'll get to ask me your questions live. If not, you won't ask me your questions live. And that's a very sad thing. Catch you on the flippity flop.